My name is Raven, professional wrestling superstar, former world heavyweight champion, and I want you to choose your four.
This is the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, and I want you to choose your four.
Hello, Pro Wrestling Rushmore. This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius of WWE.
Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley. Yes, it is, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore.
It's Pro Wrestling's Rushmore.
This is Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Hello, humanoids. This is Ian from Squared Circle History, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Welcome to the only podcast that chooses a topic and allows you, the listener, to decide what ends up on our ultimate Mount Rushmore at the end of the episode. And joining me is my co-host, the often imitated but never duplicated, Brian.
What's going on, Ian? What's going on, everyone?
Our episode today, the Mount Rushmore of Shawn Michaels matches.
This is a harder one than I thought it was gonna be.
Really?
Very hard.
Now, why? Why do you think it's a hard one?
Because for me personally, I'm leaving out one of my favorite Shawn Michaels matches,
Okay.
of all time, and replacing it with something else, probably because of what it meant, rather than in-ring work, which is what the other one is, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's funny because my brother Hunter was telling me, wow, that's going to be a pretty good episode. There's so many good Shawn Michaels matches, and that's like where the problem lies, is that how do you weed out matches that are all-time classics?
stay tuned, and you'll find out.
Yeah, it's going to have to happen. It's going to have to happen.
So, let me ask you a question. Why haven't you asked me what T-shirt I'm wearing today, Ian?
I was just about to ask you what T-shirt are you wearing today,
What
Brian?
What T-shirt are you wearing, Ian?
Oh, I am wearing my Loose Cannon shirt, new shirt from Matt Botvin.
Matt
God's
Potvin?
Chillin', yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just the eyes.
Just
very...
the eyes. Well, it's actually a takeoff of a Stone Cold shirt.
Yeah,
from this era.
I could tell by the lettering.
Well, yeah. It's in the back says, "Do unto others and enjoy it."
All right.
So yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr.'s catchphrase.
Well, it's gonna end up being his catchphrase soon, maybe.
The
It's gonna be
BPJ.
in NXT soon.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Now, did he get signed?
Nothing's official until it's official, but they're saying it's official.
I gotcha. I don't care for him too much.
Well, maybe there's hope for him. We'll see. Tell me about your shirt.
I am proudly wearing today my GTA-inspired Joey Ryan T-shirt.
So all the Joey Ryan controversy does not bother you. You're just gonna wear his shirt proudly.
He's fine. He's in a Little Caesars commercial you were telling me earlier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him in a Little Caesars commercial.
Though the world is starting to forgive Joey Ryan. Maybe we'll see him back grabbing dicks, taking pics. You know what I mean? What? That's what he does, right?
He did.
Isn't he the one that grabs the dick?
Yes.
And then he gets arm barred by it.
Other people grab his dick, and he flips them with his dick.
This is wrestling.
This was wrestling.
What? That was not.
Because now he's gone.
Oh yeah, he is gone. He'll come back though.
Everybody comes back.
Yeah, of
But
course.
for him, I don't know. Maybe him versus Velveteen Dream in a go-away match.
Well, you got accused of some pretty shitty stuff, right?
Yeah, he did. He wanted the females on the show to grab his dick. So.
Oh, you're sick of the guys in the ring grabbing.
Yeah,
his dick.
you know that does get old. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a nice shirt.
It's
I
great
enjoy
artwork.
it.
Yeah.
Sitting there with a toothpick in his mouth.
Now, do you think if all that stuff happened, like if all that stuff didn't happen, you think he'd be like a big star in AEW now?
Yeah,
He
definitely.
was in that group of friends there.
Yeah, he'd definitely be in AEW, just
Yeah.
running around doing some stupid shit.
Him feuding with Orange Cassidy for the international title.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, Joey Ryan, go away.
SummerSlam was recently. Did you enjoy it?
SummerSlam was last week. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had my kid's all-star baseball tournament all weekend, and I got home and I was dog tired. You were supposed to come by,
Yeah.
and it was like the game.
I was
We didn't
tired
know.
myself.
Yeah, but I didn't know what time the game was gonna end because they start like all different times. So we started at 4:30. If we went to extras, all that. I know you really want to watch, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it worked out because I fell asleep.
Hey, well, there you go. You didn't go back and watch it?
I watched the Roman Reigns match.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth with you and Jeff for a while.
Yeah, I do remember that.
At the start.
Yeah.
It was kind of like background noise to me. Yeah.
Oh, man. I thought that was a great show.
It wasn't
They
bad
did
from
a
what I
good
saw.
job.
And I did go back and watch the Roman Reigns match.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was really good.
I thought so, too.
And
There's a lot of people that didn't like it, but I think it's the same situation as the Sami Zayn match earlier this year, where they just wanted to see Jay win so bad,
Right.
and he doesn't win.
Yeah.
So, because they're disappointed, they're going to say, oh, that match sucked.
But that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, I thought it was great. The right thing happened.
Yeah, they didn't give us what we wanted. Because, I mean, let's face it, I wanted to see Jay win.
Yeah,
I think that would have been pretty cool.
Of course.
But then it would have ended the whole Bloodline storyline, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
And this legendary title reign that Roman Reigns
I know,
has.
man. I love it.
It's at this point, it's like I don't want to see it end.
No, I don't. Because every pay-per-view now, it goes back to the psychology and why I loved wrestling. It goes back to where, who was going to beat this guy? It's like a Hogan title reign.
Yeah.
Who's going to beat him? He's unbeatable. He's beaten everybody. So who's going to finally do it?
And that's a great segue. Happy birthday, Hulk Hogan, as we're recording this. 70 years old today.
Brother.
Brother. Pass the cake, brother.
He's not eating cake.
You don't think so?
No.
Everybody eats cake on their birthday, no?
I don't eat cake.
You don't eat cake? You
No.
don't like cake?
Not really.
Really?
No.
Or
I like
you-
ice cream cakes. Good.
Ice cream cake. You can't beat ice cream cake.
Yeah. I don't like the
That's-
chocolate pot though. Just the
Oh, give
vanilla.
me a break.
The vanilla and the little.
You don't like it getting stuck in your teeth?
No, the Oreo. You know the Oreo like crushy things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's just so give me vanilla with just those.
Okay.
And I give away my chocolate ice cream
All right.
and the frosting.
Get rid of the frosting?
No, and the frosting I
Oh,
like.
all right.
The kid in me likes the frosting.
The frosting's delicious on an ice
Yeah,
cream cake.
love
I
it.
could go for an ice cream cake right now.
Let's do it.
Did you know Burger King? You can McDonald's. You can order a birthday cake.
I saw the YouTube videos, but I don't know.
It's
Is
weird,
that
right?
real? Is it real though? It's real.
It's gotta
Pat,
be real.
Pat Tanaka over here is nodding yes.
I kind of want to try it because the guy that I saw try it was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
So
I
it makes
saw
you wonder.
That's the same one you sent. Was it you that sent it or Jeff?
I think Jeff said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm curious.
You should DoorDash one.
I don't even know if it's on the menu. You know what I mean? It might be like a special request. Like,
Secret.
I put down hamburger, but I meant birthday cake.
But charge me for a McDouble like you were gonna.
And I think like it has like a little graphic on it too, like, that's good cake.
It's Grimace just like rubbing his belly.
Alright, that's enough small talk. Let's begin construction on the Mount Rushmore of Shawn Michaels matches. So, per usual, we're going to start with the honorable mentions, and there's only 3 of them, so these are the matches that only got 1 vote. Of course, as always, you have to get 2 votes for us to really, talk about the match for a while, unless Brian goes on a tangent. So, first one here, Shawn Michaels versus Marty Jannetty on Raw, 1993. We have Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin on Raw.
I object. That's the match I left off.
You left it off?
Yeah.
A lot of people left it off because only one person
On
voted
Raw. That was a great match. Very underrated match.
The best
Anybody
super
who hasn't
kick ever.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
He came off the top rope.
Yep.
Well, Shelton Benjamin, pronouns. Shelton Benjamin came off the top rope, literally in the middle of the rope.
Yeah,
It wasn't even off the turnbuckle. He like springboarded onto it, didn't he?
yeah.
And it came off super high. Not high, it was high in the air. Not,
Yeah.
He wasn't high like that. And then Shawn Michaels just turns around, super kicks him.
Perfect timing.
Super kicked his head off. That was the best super kick ever.
It really was. That is the best super kick
Right.
ever. Yes. And the last match.
But the match itself was good too, though, wasn't it?
It was good.
Shelton Benjamin came so close to beating him.
He did. He did.
He beat him? Oh, no, he didn't beat him.
No, he didn't beat
came
him.
close.
He came close.
Yeah.
It's a great match for Shelton.
Well, it's a great match for everybody.
Well, especially the fans.
At least someone has. Who put them on? Who put that on the list?
JD,
Whoever it was,
JD put it.
Where's JD from? That's a good man. He knows his wrestling. Good for you, JD.
Thanks, JD. The last match on here: the Rockers versus the Orient Express, Royal Rumble '91.
All right, Pat Tanaka.
Pat Tanaka. Hey, yeah, Pat Tanaka. We got a Pat Tanaka match mentioned on the show. Finally.
It's like a secret word.
R.I.P. Pee-wee. All right, so now we are getting into the matches with 2 votes. So right here, votes from Tiger Bomb and Dragon Rana. We have Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon in a ladder match at SummerSlam 95.
I thought you were going to say the WrestleMania 10.
Can you imagine that?
I was
the
ready
lowest rated match.
I was ready to blow.
We give up on the fans. But this was an interesting match because they were instructed not to use the ladder as a weapon.
I do remember that. I think it's kind of... Well, I'm sure they had another ladder under the ring, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, but also because of like sponsorship deals and advertising, they didn't want to use the ladder as a weapon, so they were forced not to physically use that ladder as a weapon.
Right.
They could jump off of it, they could throw one another off of it.
Yeah, I get it. Stupid. Right?
I agree.
That's just dumb.
But
why have a ladder match?
You're right. Why do it?
Were there 2 ladders involved?
There were.
There were. So they ended up getting the other. I was gonna say before, would have made sense if the other ladder broke. You'd have another.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But to not use it as a prop when it's advertised as so, I mean, I'm sure they didn't say, "Oh, they're gonna use this ladder on each other."
Right.
But yeah.
But at the same time, it allowed for a different match than the other ladder match that they had.
Right, which was already probably not going to be beat anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now they're at disadvantage of not.
Shawn Michaels moonsaulted off of a ladder in the SummerSlam match,
right?
But he didn't in the WrestleMania match,
right?
So we got to see, some different things in the matches,
and that's fine.
And Shawn Michaels won this match.
Big deal.
I'm just saying, for the moment, he won the Intercontinental title from Razor Ramon. He had the one-time only blue zebra print tights.
That was a Bone Crusher.
That was.
Yep, I was
Superstar Series 1.
Yes, I was gonna say Series 1.
That's a classic figure. I gotta re-get that one.
No, I might have it in a box for you.
Really?
No, it's definitely not in a box. It's loose.
Oh, good. I don't want it in the box.
All right, it might be beat up. I might have to wash it, clean it.
I don't want it then.
Well, fuck your ass, Ian. Trying to do you a favor here.
Don't threaten me with sodomy on this show.
Give it to Pat. He'll paint it.
What's he gonna paint it as?
It's wicked loose because I play with that freaking thing all the time.
I'm sure.
So like the joints will just.
He's like a wacky waving inflatable tube man.
Dude, it's loose.
I'm the heartbreak wacky waving inflatable tube man. And you're not.
This thing's looser than 3 of my ex-girlfriends. Like, I mean, everywhere, bro. You can't even keep it still. I hope it stands up for you.
We're still talking about the figure, right? Wow, we are off the rails on this one already. Tiger Bomb and Purple Haze give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Jarrett in your house. 1995, actually a month before that SummerSlam ladder match.
I don't know.
That was a good match.
It was probably Jeff Jarrett's best match ever in WWF.
Yeah.
Ever, maybe, anywhere.
Yeah, I think so.
He was very underrated.
Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Like,
yes,
I think it was...
Because he had a very annoying character,
yes.
Which is kind of like Honky Tonk Man.
Exactly.
Like, you just can't stand this guy. Except, it just brings me back to Disco Inferno. He just sucked anyway. He had a bad character, but he also sucked, so that's why he was annoying.
How do you know?
How do I know? What do you mean? I watched it.
You watched it, so you watched it. But isn't that... maybe he was working to his gimmick.
He just sucked, man.
Have you ever watched the Glenn Gilberti match?
Yeah, it's awful.
Other than being Disco Inferno.
Yeah, like because he NWA TNA.
So what do you come out? He's like, hey, I'm Glenn Gilberti, and I'm gonna wrestle like Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah.
Glenn Gilberti from New York.
Russo's stable, Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Yeah.
SEX.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And he got a title shot against Jeff
You
Jarrett.
hate him too. That's your Bret Hart.
Oh, Disco Inferno?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stand Disco Inferno.
What did he ever do to you?
He made me watch shitty matches for years on WCW.
Yeah, but you had the option to change the channel.
Yeah, but I want to watch wrestling.
But you didn't. So, if I don't like a wrestler that's in the ring, I'm just gonna change it. Like
Really?
when the women come out for the matches, I go out and have a cigarette. And you know that. It's if I don't like it, I just don't stand for it.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that, though. Even if I don't like the guy, I still gotta watch the match.
Really?
I still gotta watch the show, yeah. I'm invested in this show. Gotta see what happens.
I don't know. I guess.
What if... Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
No, go ahead. I'm not. I'm very calm right now. I'm in a state of utopia.
Utopia? Euphoria.
Just, whatever. Call it what you will.
Adam84 and Pat R. the Superstar give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 14. Austin, we were there.
Yeah, man. That was because it started the Stone Cold era.
Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
build-up to that was great.
It really was.
They had the thing at Faneuil Hall.
Yep, the ring in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
The Tyson coming out.
Yeah.
And
Shawn Michaels-
who is gonna beat Stone Cold Steve Austin?
You will heartbreak.
You will heartbreak.
But yeah, I was a big Shawn Michaels fan for the build-up of that. But then, of course, how could you not be a Stone Cold fan?
Yeah, I know. And I wanted Michaels to win because I was already like at that age where I'm like, I can see where they're going with Stone Cold, so let's see if they can throw us a swerve. And I was always rooting for the swerve, you know.
Yeah. Swerve, bro.
Swerve, bro. Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Just to pronounce that T.
Of course you pronounced the T, bro. If you weren't supposed to pronounce the T wouldn't be there. That's why it's wrestling. Bro.
Bro, I'll be honest with you.
Bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. Did you see that Dark Side of the Ring?
I did.
Yeah. That was quite the episode.
Yeah, man. I love like all the conflicting stories.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. We'll never know.
No.
We'll never know. Adam84 and Ringmaster give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Triple H on Raw. The end of the year 2003.
I don't remember that match,
It was
man.
an awesome match, and if it had a clean finish, I think it would have been an all-time great match.
So what was the finish?
It was a double pin.
All right, so they both.
So then they ended up
No one
fighting
lost.
at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think it was Last Man Standing.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You're just trying to get. You're creating a bridge, right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe the finish was shitty, but they told a good story.
The
and
match
leading up.
itself is excellent.
Right. So.
Yeah.
I'd give him a pass if it was that good. I don't remember it.
It was good. I remember watching it live. Wow, that was 20 years ago now. But I do remember watching that match live and thinking, like, this is a classic match. It was pretty good.
Who was the heel? Who was the face?
Triple H was the heel and the champion.
Okay.
The big gold belt.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Shawn Michaels was in the midst of his comeback.
Yep.
It was good stuff. Here's a crazy question. First half of Shawn Michaels' career or the second half of his career? What was better?
Oof, was the midpoint. What would you consider the midpoint?
WrestleMania 14?
First half.
First half, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's tough.
No,
It's
I don't even
tough.
think it's
I don't
tough.
know, man. So many classic matches in the second half.
All right, Undertaker.
He was willing to sell more in the second half than he was the first half.
Correct. But
Help make more people.
I understand, and that's fine. But the first half of his career, that's his story of how he became the Heartbreak Kid, right?
Sure.
And then you have all these other matches like the Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many. The Rock is
Razor.
the Razor, the Oriental Express. Someone
Yeah.
put that on their list. Like those teams had great matches. Yeah, I definitely say first half. The Stone Cold match,
Sure.
WrestleMania 14.
Yep.
That's still considered first half.
Yeah. Yep.
The Wars with Bret Hart.
What did
No,
you just say?
But seriously, like, you wouldn't have had the Wars with Bret Hart
Yep.
after that, right?
That's true. That's true.
And he was more entertaining because he was a loose cannon kind of.
And that is so much more entertaining than like
of course
a
it is.
straight laced dude.
Yes.
That's why 1997 was the most exciting year. Never
Right.
knew it was gonna happen. Egos were running wild. People fighting in the locker room.
Yeah, man.
It was the best.
Finger and Sonny during an interview.
Oh my.
But he regrets that now.
Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't come up at the dinner table. Ringmaster and JD give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus John Cena on Raw. They went almost an hour.
Yep. And there was a draw, wasn't it?
That...
No, Michaels
that
beat
was
him.
a non-title match and Shawn Michaels won it.
Michaels beat him, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. But do you think the crowd made that match?
Maybe. That was overseas.
That was in England.
That was a hot crowd.
That crowd was insane.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what we discussed before on other episodes. Sometimes the crowd makes the match.
That's true.
You know? They just do.
That happens often.
Nowadays,
the fans just need to shut up.
Especially on AEW.
Oh my god, they chant for I was just saying that to Sarah the other night.
It's
They will
awful.
chant anything and everything. The stupidest line in a promo, they'll just start chanting. How about when they ruined that Iron Man match between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins?
Yeah, they
This is
kept
going
on
back
counting down
Yeah,
and stuff.
counting down like it was a rumble.
Right.
Shut up and watch the match.
Then they took it at home to take the timer off.
The timer off.
Yeah. Crazy.
Unbelievable. Daryl in Georgia and Dragon Rana give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Diesel. No holds barred. Good friends, better enemies in your house. They rip off Mad Dog Vachon's fake foot and use it as a weapon.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember the match. I don't know, man.
Jackknife through the broadcast table.
He's had a lot of good matches. I don't know if Diesel's one of them.
If Diesel had matches like that all the time.
Yeah, you like that one?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I don't just remember it as
you better go
fondly
back
as
and
you
watch
guys.
That. That's a good match.
I'm not gonna dog it. I like my boy Daryl. Me and Daryl agree a lot, just not on this one.
Next here, Purple Haze and my boy Benny give us votes for the Midnight Rockers versus Buddy Rose and Doug Summers for the AWA Tag Team Championship.
Cannot comment on that one. Go ahead.
Good match.
Fill me in.
Bloodbath.
Oh, really?
Bloody on ESPN.
No shit.
Oh, you gotta see this one. It was nuts.
That was the promotion with the red ropes. Didn't they have red ropes? Blue mat, red ropes?
They did, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to love coming home from school and that would be on.
Yep.
Oh shit, wrestling. Cannonball Kid, remember?
The Cannonball Kid.
No, Lightning Kid.
The Lightning Kid,
Lightning Kid. Yeah, sometimes Sabu was on that too every once in a while.
You're thinking
wasn't
of, I think, Global.
Ah,
The
damn
Global Wrestling Federation.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
That was
that
the
was
one that was
also on ESPN.
Oh, alright.
After AWA closed up shop.
Alright.
And that was the promotion that Bruce Pritchard was working for when he wasn't in WWF for that brief time.
So I really don't remember the
AWA
match.
That was like Nick Bockwinkel and like.
Where'd my Gatorade go, goddammit? Oh, here it is. What?
Gatorade break.
Well, no, I just need a drink. You can talk. Proceed.
Shep from Shepland and Daryl in Georgia give us votes for the Montreal Screwjob. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Survivor Series 1997.
Not on my list, I don't think. That's definitely not on my list.
Yeah.
What can you say, man? It's good for the memory.
One of
What
the
it
most
was,
memorable
the
matches.
moment.
Is that the most memorable match in wrestling history, or most talked about match?
No.
Next to Hogan and Andre?
Well,
Think
yeah.
about it. Everybody
Hogan,
talks about
Andre,
the Montreal
that
Screwjob.
one.
Everybody talks about it. And it's been redone so many times.
It really has.
Very influential.
No, it really has. But what about Bash at the Beach with Hogan turning? I think we're just going back to moments now,
Yeah,
aren't
we are. We are.
So
yeah.
it's
We already did that episode. That was a good one.
right. But it was really good because that's the kind of stuff that you can put in there.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I don't have a problem with that Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels match. It was very sloppy. I think the ending took away from the match itself and what it could have been.
Yeah.
But then again, it could have been a schmoz, right? So you could have gotten no resolution. There was still no resolution, really.
No.
because Vince McMahon did what he had to do for his company.
He did.
All right?
So you don't believe the conspiracy theory that Brett was in on it?
If it is, and that's the best work ever.
Think about it. Everybody benefited from it. Everybody did.
Yeah, but Bret Hart doesn't think that way because he's a selfish prick.
He benefited from it because he got a bigger contract, but his career went down the toilet in WCW because they didn't book him right.
Yeah.
And he got hurt.
But don't you think he really legitimately wanted to go into that company and still a WWF champion?
He wanted to stay, but Vince couldn't afford to pay him. So he says.
Right,
so
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was a work because I think he's the type of egotistical prick that would want to go into a new company still as the old company's champion just because he could say he did down the road. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I think that's the type of person he is.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then hey, that's like I said, it's the greatest work ever pulled in wrestling, I think.
You're not gonna fool me. I see this conspiracy clear as day. As do Terry, Tyrell, and Jade.
I thought you had a good Vince, Jesse the Body, but Karrion Kross, dude.
The best.
Like,
Best one. Best one there is. Just like Luke Gallows with his Howard Finkel impression.
yes.
That's
a great
good one.
impression, man.
Alright, so now we're getting into the 3-vote territory here. Ringmaster, Paul Licious, and Legendaric. Give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho, WrestleMania 19.
Good match. Good story.
It was a good match.
Everything leading up to it was cool.
Yep.
Didn't Jericho punch his wife or something?
Well, see, that was when they rekindled the feud 5 years later.
Oh, that's not happened?
So this was 2003. Jericho says he wants a match with Shawn Michaels, says he looked up to Shawn Michaels all this time, but now he doesn't like Shawn Michaels anymore.
That's the one where he beat him. Shawn Michaels beat him, and then Jericho kicked him in the balls.
Right. That was WrestleMania. That's this match that we're talking about right here.
I just hate that. It was so long ago that I don't even, like, all these different storylines with two guys.
20 years.
How can you remember all this shit?
Well, because I go back and I write about it and make videos.
Why?
Why? So that when I'm old and I forget, I can go back and watch these videos and be like, oh yeah.
Did you go through your diary today and was like, oh no, this is not the same storyline. You did not punch Shawn Michaels' wife in this storyline. Brian's going to get so mad.
Brian's getting upset. Well, it's funny because the next match we're going to talk about, Ringmaster, Suplex Sam, and Adam 84 vote for Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho from No Mercy 2008, the ladder match.
Good match, good storyline.
That was the one where Shawn Michaels.
Isn't that the one where Jericho punched Shawn Michaels' wife in the eye, right? That's the one.
I think that's the one where Jericho punches Shawn Michaels' wife. And that happened at a SummerSlam.
I really don't remember this match. I remember the WrestleMania one, but I don't remember this
was
one.
A great match. Great ladder match.
I hope so if it's on the list.
Shawn Michaels' second best ladder match.
Really?
Very good.
How many has he had?
Well, I mean, it's better than the SummerSlam 95 match. So.
Right, so even if you had 3, it's number 2.
But no, this was a good one, and they had a crazy tug-of-war over the belt at the top of the ladder at the end. Jericho pushes the belt into Shawn Michaels' face. Shawn Michaels falls backwards. Jericho gets the belt.
Jericho won.
Jericho won. That's when he had cut his hair. He had like the Bon Jovi.
Oh God, I hated that.
I thought it was a good character though.
Like a Karen type of deal.
Like a Karen, yeah. All right, so now 4 votes: Paul Licious, my boy Benny, Adam 84, and Mike the Wolverine. They give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21.
That was a good match. That was WrestleMania 21. Nope.
Don't remember it?
No, not really.
Really? Oh man, you gotta go back and watch these Shawn Michaels matches. There's so many great Shawn Michaels matches you haven't seen or remember. That's right, nothing impresses you. The greatest in-ring wrestler of all time, and you're like, I don't remember that match. No, I don't think I saw that one.
Bro, I'm old, alright? I have like 100 things running through my head at any given time. I don't remember Shawn Michaels matches like it was fucking yesterday. I'm not going back.
That's the whole show.
What do you mean it's the whole show?
That's the whole episode of Shawn Michaels matches.
I understand, but I'm not going to sit there and put like 18 Shawn Michaels matches in my queue and just sit there and take a day out and watch Shawn Michaels matches all day.
Well, it's too late now. We're already doing the show.
Well, I don't have time for that shit. So I put down the Shawn Michaels matches I remembered. I didn't go back. You know what? God damn, I didn't even go back and critique these. Okay? I didn't go back and watch these matches and say to myself, maybe this... No, I should have left the Shelton Benjamin one in there then.
You should have.
You ungrateful prick.
It's not too late.
It is too late. We're doing the show. Do you want to put a Shawn Michaels match on right now?
No, it's not too late to put the Shelton Benjamin match on your list. So we haven't even set our list yet.
It's made out. God damn it.
5 votes. Shep from Shepland, Suplex Sam, JD, Hurricane Ryan, and Mike the Wolverine. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24. Remember that one, Brian?
I do,
Does
because
it
it's
ring
on
a
my
bell?
list. That one's on my list. And it wasn't even a great match.
It was an emotional match.
I should take it off the list. Fuck that. That wasn't even Ric Flair's last match. He fell asleep during his last match.
Yes, he did. I think he passed out.
Anyway, I mean, I put it on there because it was Ric Flair's retirement match, but now that I'm thinking about it, thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Anyway.
2 savage impressions in unison.
No, but now I'm
Somebody
thinking,
make a wish.
now that I'm thinking about it.
Slim Jim.
God damn it! I'm trying to talk. The ropes just broke in this match.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
And Hulk Hogan's competing on Superstars. That's a weird one.
We're watching Bob Orton versus Hulk Hogan on WWF Superstars.
1997.
And the top rope just broke because of Bob Orton's huge physique going into it.
Oh.
So, HB, what are you doing?
Missing SmackDown.
We'll put SmackDown on then. Anyway, I'm not Hulk Hogan. God damn it! See, Shawn
Facts
Michaels.
straight, brother.
What match were we even talking about?
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, WrestleMania.
Woo!
We thought it was Ric Flair's last match, and he did great, I thought, for his last match.
Or
Well,
what
for
we
that,
thought
what we
was
thought was his last match, not his real last match. But that WrestleMania, I thought he did really good. He had a
Yeah.
good match against Michaels. Obviously, Michaels carried him.
Oh God! Oh
very-
God!
very emotional
He carried
match.
me throughout that entire match, Brian.
Well, it's about time he admits something like that. I don't know how you're still not pissed off at him for not signing you back.
It's more of like an unbelievable disappointment that it is what it is, you know?
No, I'd be pissed.
I did sell off a lot of my Ric Flair stuff, though.
Yeah, because you're bitter.
I did.
You should rip that photo in half and send it to him.
I don't know, it's kind of like a reminder of, like, the most disappointing experience I've had meeting a wrestler.
I don't know, man. So what did you think about that match, though?
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair?
Well, what other match are we talking
I
about?
thought it was excellent. I thought it was an excellent match. It was a WrestleMania moment-worthy match. I thought Shawn Michaels did an awesome job. I thought the build-up to it was excellent.
That's where Flair couldn't lose the match, right?
Yep.
The next match he lost, he would retire.
Yes. But I will never retire!
Never.
Oh boy, we're getting close here. 5 votes. Danny Love, My Boy Benny, Dragon Rana, Scorpion 87, Wrestle War. They give us votes for Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. In Your House Mind Games.
Yeah, man. Really,
1996.
really good match. Both guys did phenomenal in that match.
Excellent.
Mick Foley doing the plunge there.
Yeah.
That was.
He did that. He did the
What do you call it?
the Nestea plunge.
Nestea plunge.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what it means.
Shocked.
It's a very strange name.
Someone's gonna have to ask him. You ask him.
Want me to ask him?
Yeah. So is it like just Nestea? Was that his favorite drink?
Could be. It could be. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
It does. What does one thing have to do with another?
Well, why does CM Punk have a Pepsi tattoo?
He's a fucking idiot.
It's the greatest thing you've said all podcast.
Well, there's another one, you know.
All right.
That's it. That's as far as we're gonna go. For such a great match, we're not giving it the amount of respect it deserves.
You're right. I was distracted there. I should talk more about this match here. It is definitely a classic, and it's another one that ends in a disqualification.
Oh, it did?
Just wish it didn't end in a disqualification.
Yeah, I can see that.
Vader runs in, causes the DQ.
Damn Vader.
Attacks Shawn Michaels, then Sid runs in.
Right.
Attacks Vader. Then Mankind goes to put Shawn Michaels in the casket at ringside, because Mankind came out in the casket. So he goes to put Shawn Michaels in the casket, opens the lid, and Undertaker's in there.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a cool, whole thing afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the DQ so much.
Alright. That's good. I'm glad you don't mind.
I hope you don't mind.
I hope you don't mind. 6 votes. I'm not even going to read all the names this time. Streak versus Career. Undertaker. Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 26. Shawn Michaels. His last match. Quote unquote. Because he did have one more afterwards.
Oh, it was a great match, too, with Triple H in Saudi Arabia against the Brothers of Destruction.
Awful.
Watch that match. If anybody has a chance, you should definitely watch that
Oh,
classic.
you remember the bad Shawn Michaels matches, but you can't remember the good ones. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
But for this one, WrestleMania 26 versus Undertaker, I remember being on the edge of my seat, really thinking Shawn Michaels was going to break the streak that night.
Really?
I really did.
You stupid son of a bitch.
I figured the WrestleMania 25 match was so good that maybe Undertaker was like, yep, this is it. This is the guy that's going to break the streak.
No. But it's a toss-up, right? You could go 25 or 26.
Yeah, we'll talk about 25.
I know we will, but I'm just saying, to me, that's a toss-up. Almost like if you have that match in your list, then you have to have the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Those are 2 great matches. Great matches.
So these aren't even on the top?
These aren't even on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, shit, man. That's cool. All right.
We have one more match before we get to the Mount Rushmore.
One more match. One more match.
And that is 6 votes. It's Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, SummerSlam 2002.
That's when he came back.
Unsanctioned match, yes.
With the blue jeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Because he was doing the things everyone thought he couldn't do anymore.
Yes.
And it was like, no, I'm back.
Yeah. Splash off the top rope, putting Triple H to the table, elbow drop off the ladder, taking shots with a trash can.
That was a good match, man.
That was a classic.
How about his Elimination Chamber match?
Nobody voted for it.
That's crazy.
Nobody did, but that's a great Shawn Michaels moment. And, I mean, you got to figure there's 6 people in that match, so it's really not a Shawn Michaels. It is a Shawn Michaels match,
right?
But,
right. I see what you're saying.
You know, it's like saying, oh yeah, the 1995 Royal Rumble because Shawn Michaels came in at number 1. It's like, yeah, but I mean that means that Quang is also on.
All right, I get it. Jesus Christ.
So
freaking
now,
beat a dead horse. This fucking guy.
Oh my God. So now these are the matches on the Mount Rushmore of Shawn Michaels matches. So first one we're going to talk about here, 7 votes. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Bad Blood, 97.
Everything about that match. First time ever Hell in a Cell was introduced.
Yep.
Couldn't have picked 2 better people to be in it, I don't think. And the storyline of Kane coming back.
That's gotta be Kane.
Well, I say coming back, but actually showing up for the first time ever.
Yeah.
The debut of Kane.
That's gotta be fake Diesel.
Wow, imagine.
Oh man, that is a classic. And Shawn Michaels bleeding a gusher.
Mm-hmm.
That was a wild match. It definitely deserves to be on his Mount Rushmore.
I agree.
And I remember the first time I met Shawn Michaels. I've met him twice. First time I met him, I asked him what his favorite match of all time was. He said, it's a tie. 3-way tie.
3-way. Okay.
It was the Taker Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
Was the Iron Man match with Bret Hart and the ladder match against Razor Ramon.
Okay.
But at this point I'd met him in 2003.
Right.
So he hadn't had
the Saudi Arabia match.
Definitely hadn't had that match yet.
Man, it's got to be in his top one. It's his last match ever. It's got.
Jeez, and he's bald in that match.
Good for him, embracing his hairline. Let's see more people do that, Ian. Anyway, so those 3 matches are probably on the Mount Rushmore, right? I don't think that Iron Man match deserves to be on there.
All right, well, let's talk about it next. I got 7 votes. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 12, Iron Man.
I don't think it deserves to be
Why?
on Iron Man
Why
because
don't you think?
it was so long, and I understand that both guys gave it their all, but you knew it had to go an hour. There was no element of surprise there, right?
But, I mean, it went the 60 minutes without a pinfall.
Okay, and then they did the overtime and all that stuff.
Bret Hart was very upset.
Of course he was. I mean, it was a tie.
It was a tie.
He had every right to be upset there. Right? I'm a fair man.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
No, it's the truth though. Like, it was just dumb. But you've seen other matches go Broadways, go 60 minutes without a finish. For WrestleMania to end like that, the main event match, kind of stupid. So the thing, it made sense to go into overtime because you don't want the match to end that way. But dude, what was so special about that match other than it being the first Iron Man match ever?
All right.
Which it wasn't because other matches have gone 60 minutes.
All right. It was the first televised WWF Iron Man match.
Big deal.
Well, I'm just telling you that these are all the reasons why it's so memorable. It was the boyhood dream come true for Shawn Michaels, winning the WWF title for the first time after having a pretty good run there from 95 to 96. He won the Rumble in 95, lost at WrestleMania. None of this impresses you. I
Not
can
at
tell.
all.
Yeah, that great entrance ziplining in.
What about it?
What do you mean, what about it?
Was he wrestling with the zip line?
No, but it helped make that moment.
Oh, please.
It was a big moment for him.
What a stupid match to be on the list. Patty, do you think that match deserves to be on the list? He's shaking his head no.
He didn't vote for it. He did
Good,
not
well,
vote for
I
it.
hope he didn't.
A lot of people have criticized it for, the reasons you're saying.
That's like watching a basketball game. You watch the last 3 minutes of a basketball game, that's all you need to watch.
But what if it's the 2 greatest basketball teams of their time just giving it their all, I don't know, for the championship, for the last game in the end of NBA championship.
So original.
What do you mean?
You're thinking about what's at stake. The championship. No shit.
It's not just gonna be like a regular preseason game.
They're going after a freaking shade convertible. Anyway, look.
All right, well, let's move on to the next one then.
There was no like big moves. What big move in there was like impressive that you could say?
All right, there was the big dive off the top rope to the floor onto Hart. There was Shawn Michaels throwing the super kick, Bret moving, and Shawn Michaels super kicks the ring announcer. There was the last struggle in the last minute or two when Bret has Michaels in the sharpshooter, and Michaels is fighting it. Bret finally puts it on, and now the clock is counting down.
So boring, my God.
So you really didn't like that match?
No, not really.
Wow. That's fine.
It's not a match I could sit down and watch again, and be like very entertained by it.
All right.
It's gotta move quick for me. Wrestling's gotta move quick,
So you don't like these long, drawn-out matches? No.
Sometimes if they're really, really good,
What
and
about-
don't tell me it's gonna be a long, drawn-out match, because that's what they're doing right off the rip.
That's the
You know what I'm
criticism I
saying,
have
dude?
with Iron Man matches, is it's going to go that long, and if it has multiple falls in it, then what's the point of even having this anyway? If you could beat that person in, say, 10 minutes, okay, then what's the point of this match?
Exactly. And if you want to rematch, have them rematch somewhere else.
Sure.
And in total, you're probably looking at like 40 minutes the most between 2 matches.
Yeah. All right, moving on here. 9 votes. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, the ladder match, WrestleMania 10.
Of course.
Classic match.
Of course, man. Definitely a classic match. Then you took a splash off the ladder onto
He
Razor.
did. Yep.
And so many good moments in that match.
And they were able to use the ladder as a weapon.
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
match.
Imagine that. The baseball slide into the ladder.
Yeah. Yep.
The
Razor Ramon
slingshot.
hip tossing him.
Yeah.
off the ladder.
Then he do a slingshot too into the ladder.
Yes. Yep.
I am the ladder. And Razor winning. So the lead up to that match was Shawn Michaels was saying he was the real Intercontinental Champion, right?
Yes, because he was the champion, and then he failed the drug test.
Yeah.
So he got suspended, and they needed a new champion. So Razor Ramon was one of two people to make it through a battle royal, and the last two people would have to fight each other to crown the champion. Do you
Right.
remember who we fought?
It's Jarrett?
No.
Oh, who was it? Oh.
Rick Martel.
Okay. Yep.
So they were the last two in a 20-man battle royal. And then the next week on Raw, they fought for the title. Razor Ramon won. And then Shawn Michaels returns
Right.
with his Intercontinental title. Sounds familiar, huh?
Yeah, CM Punk's doing it right now.
So they hung both Intercontinental titles above the ring, and they had their classic ladder match, WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, history repeats itself. It's going to happen again.
Yep.
Do you think it's going to be MJF, though?
I hope so. I think MJF and CM Punk would draw
Who else, right?
more money. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Hello, Caleb Braxton.
So here we are, the most voted for match, 10 votes, the greatest Shawn Michaels match of all time, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. The classic.
Yeah, but like I said, if you got to put one, you got to put the other one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You think that one was better than the other one, though?
Looking back on it, yes. But while 26 was happening, I would have said 26. Only because it really was. I really believed that Shawn Michaels had a chance. I didn't think he was going to retire. And so every pinfall was just like, oh, that was so close. Oh, he almost got him.
Right. I got you.
So that's interesting, though, because this Mount Rushmore is 2 matches against The Undertaker.
Yeah, I know, right?
50% of this is Undertaker.
Well, it tells you what they meant to the business.
Yeah.
Both of these guys, man. It's a lot of people, yeah. I mean, it was a really good match.
Michaels,
That 25.
That 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was. That finished very high on our greatest matches of all time episode.
Did it? And
It's
the other
in
one.
top 4.
The other one probably didn't even make the list, maybe.
It didn't. No.
That's
it didn't.
crazy. All right.
'Cause everybody remembers that 25.
I
Because,
stand
I mean-
corrected.
Because think about it. Like, yes, you know it's Shawn Michaels, you know it's Undertaker, you know it's WrestleMania, but I don't think anybody expected that match to be as good as it was.
Right.
And especially since they had fought before. So we thought we knew what we could get out of them. But no, it's a new era of Shawn Michaels. It's the second half of his career. He's willing to sell, he's willing to make other people look good. He's not being the Axl Rose of the WWF.
All right, but yeah, so there's 2 examples, him and the Undertaker there.
Yeah?
I still don't think that constitutes for the second half of his career being better than his first.
Well, based on the Mount Rushmore here, the first half of his career reigns supreme.
So yeah, I would say first
So,
half. All right, you on my list?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, Michaels Razor WrestleMania 10.
Yep.
Michaels Undertaker, Bad Blood.
Yes.
Michaels Triple H 2002,
Great match.
and Michaels and Flair.
All right. So you don't even have that Mania 25 match on your list.
I don't, and I guess it should be. Because my thinking was I don't want to put 2 Undertaker matches on my list.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
I put both those matches on mine.
Did you?
The Hell in a Cell, Mania 25. I put the Razor Ladder match, classic, and yeah, I put the Bret Hart match. So
The
I
Iron Man match?
I did. I love that match. Look, I got the plaque right here. I love that match.
I just don't understand what the. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's.
Pat agrees with me.
I know. There was
Shaking
just
his head, yes. And
something about that match, man. The build up to it and everything. I just remember I was immersed in that.
now let me ask you a question. Serious question.
You just did.
How? So, if things were different,
Yeah.
and Ric Flair had agreed to side your back,
Yeah.
do you think that would have persuaded you to put Ric Flair on this list?
No. Because as great as that match was, Shawn Michaels has had better matches.
It's probably.
It was a great Ric Flair match, but Ric Flair has also had better matches.
He's probably cursing you out right now.
Maybe. If he's listening.
Yeah, right.
Which is very doubtful.
Never know. That makes sense.
He's listening. He's chewing on his blue chew. Woo! All night long. Longest line, oldest ride. Woo!
My hip. Oh, shit.
What's the matter, old man? What's going on?
I'm getting a
man?
cramp, guy.
You gotta stomp it
I'm all
out.
cramped up.
Sweet shit music.
It's like right between my ass cheek and my leg.
Oh my.
It's weird.
You gonna be alright? You want me to stop recording?
I think that's if you want me to massage it. Get out of here. Get out of here, you pervert.
You nosy little pervert.
Oh, I need a masseuse.
A masseuse.
Alright.
The next time we do this, the next episode, we've talked about doing this one before, way back when. You said, no, we're not gonna do that episode. Nobody's gonna like that episode. We're not gonna get variety on it. But a couple years later now, I think we will get variety on it. It's gonna be the Mount Rushmore of stables.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I have the top 4 right now. Like, we don't even have to.
You may think so.
No, I'm positive of it.
I don't know.
I'm positive. It's. What, you think people are going to put the Shield on there?
They might.
For what?
What about the Bloodline?
Alright, so it's the Bloodline, it's the Horsemen, it's NWO, it's the X. That's it.
You don't think there's gonna be any variety on it?
I don't, but let's prove you wrong.
Okay. Alright. That's probably my list right there.
Thank you.
But we gotta do it, because we haven't done it. So, we're gonna do it.
You don't think it's better for whatever? It's your show.
Conan. No, I'd love to hear what you think about this.
Conan.
What other episode or topic do you think is like we just gotta do it?
Okay, so you're putting me on a spot right off the bat.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
But I'm sure.
Well, how about you pick the next one?
Alright, we gotta give me a list of what we've done.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You just scroll right through.
I don't have to sit there and be like, oh no, you can't do gimmicks. No, you can't do music.
I mean, we haven't done the Mount Rushmore of gimmicks.
Well, there's one right off the bat.
So would you rather do that one?
In time, I want to prove you wrong.
Okay.
And I want to have a 15-minute show next time we record because it's gonna be like 5 stables to talk about. That's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how.
Dudley Boys don't count as a stable.
Why not? In ECW, there was a lot of.
Because it's a disqualification.
Why?
That stable doesn't count in ECW.
Why?
They weren't great. They were gonna put it on there because
so
it's
it's
the
gotta
Dudley
be-
Boys. Nah, they're gonna put it. Oh, it's the Dudley Boys. So, but
Yep.
they think of Dudley Boys and like WWF and stuff.
What if they're not?
What if
Sign
they
guy,
are? What if
Joe
they are?
Gardner. Huh?
What if they are? It's doing a disservice to the Dudleys.
You think so?
Whatever. Put them on there. I don't care. We'll have 6 stables to talk about now.
But the Brood.
No, I wouldn't even thought of the Brood if you didn't just say it.
Well, good. I'm giving them more options.
It's not going to be on the list.
What about the Elite?
Fuck.
The Bullet Club.
So you think you're telling me?
The Heenan family.
Hold on. You're telling me that someone's going to take the Horsemen out and put the Elite in,
No, but they could put the Horsemen and the Elite.
and take out
And
who?
2 others.
Who? The Bloodline? No.
Some people might not
DX?
watch. Some people
And
might
if
not watch
if
nowadays.
someone doesn't have NWO and DX on their list, then
Yeah.
they're just stupid.
Okay.
It's whatever. All right, well, let's discuss it when we have our 15-minute, 20-minute episode.
I'm sure
next
people
time.
are loving listening to us bicker right now. You know, we could probably just do a whole episode of us complaining.
Oh, we could do the whole episode right now and just run it. This show 20 minutes in extension.
Well, no, because people haven't submitted their lists yet.
I just told you what the lists were.
Oh, jeez.
But no, we'll We'll entertain your idea.
Gonna do it. Mount Rushmore Stables. It's gonna happen.
Mount
Just like,
Rushmore Stables. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
LWO. There's another one.
Shut up.
All right. So if you want to support the show, go on Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy a nice.
No, show the Stables, dude. It seems to be like 30 minutes tops. Come on, do your outro. Do the outro.
You can get a Brian Hates Brett shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. You can support us on YouTube. We're so close to 1,000. We gotta get to 1,000. Very close. And of course, Instagram, square.circle.history.
1,200 would be better.
1,200 would be better. So would 1,201.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so for Brian.
Alright, till next time. Join us next time for our half-hour episode of Stables. And, can't wait, I'm pumped!
Shucky ducky.
It's gonna feel so good.
This is Ian saying good night.